Gonna give everybody a couple of minutes to trickle on in. And then we're gonna start soon. Just to ask people real quick, is the music good? Is the sound okay? I think it is, but I don't know, because I cannot tell from my end. So this is a very quick sound check. Let me know if anything is off, if the music isn't playing, or if I am breaking people's eardrums, which is not my goal. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. That seems to be working. Nope. Just losing every... Stop falling, headset. I just dropped you like 8 times. Oh, hi, Bear. I know. I wasn't calling for you specifically. I was... Yeah. All right. I think people are trickling in. Let me know if you have any questions right off the bat. But we're going to start in a couple of seconds with a software engineer resume. An intern resume. As Bear is immediately licking his chops. Hi. Yes. I know. I got to go do this, buddy. So. You were ignoring me all day today, Bear, and now you want so much attention once I have something to do. So, I'm sorry, buddy, but I have to do this software engineer resume. Intern. Who is... I've applying to over 200 openings and gotten 2 online automatic assessments. I'm a green card holder, but my education is from Canada, and I am looking for internships. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. And away we go. Let's see, over 150, so that's 200 openings. I also realized I fixed my YouTube sound issue. I finally figured out what was the cause of it. Because all my videos were very quiet or blowing people's eardrums out, and that is not a good between. So, alright, let's do this resume. This is a resume of a software engineer intern. So, they have applied for over 200 openings and only gotten 2 automatic online assessments. That is not good. They say they are a green card holder, but their education is from Canada, and they're looking for internships. Also, I do want to apologize if anybody hears crunching in the background. That is my dog. He is he's chewing very loudly on a toy. So, let's see if we can't help them. So, the first thing is, this is too long. I do not need this long of education section. In addition, as per usual for interns, what we're going to be looking for is basic knowledge of the tech stack, so that I can tell at a glance what you are, ability to work well with others, and takes direction and criticism. So, this is too long. It really only needs to be one thing. The skill sections are largely... I'm not a fan of skill sections, right? I've said that multiple times, but especially not for interns, because a manager will look at this and think you're lying, even though the fact is you have gone over most of these in an internship, like in your college degree. So this, I'm not sure, is needed at all in this resume. But this is, just keep it to 1 line. I don't think you've done anything that really needs it to be 2 lines. So let's look at the projects. man, people keep doing this over here. I don't like this either, but built an LLM-powered movie recommendation system with interactive Gradio dashboard, achieving, okay, cool, don't care. Processed movies, NLP, okay, 43 length chain, cool. You have AI, but again, I'm not looking, unless you're applying specifically for like an AI internship, that would be something that would be good, but this is, you said specifically software engineering internship. And it's nice to have like one or two of those, but I need to see the Python. I need to see the Python, not here, but here. Because this, all this shows me is that you used AI, and I don't care about that. Here, developed an object-oriented program principles using electronic, MVC, Java. Okay, cool. Here's the thing. This is why this isn't good. I have to go all the way down here to find the thing I'm looking for. I just want to see Java. I want to see Python. I want to see a library, or maybe, gosh, what's the other thing? Not a library, but there's another thing, and people are going to make fun of me for it. But yeah. So yeah, with C is solid. This isn't written like, okay, so this is why you're not having a lot of success. Is actually this is solid right here, but I don't see the basics, right? If you're looking for a software developer internship role and not an AI internship role, I really just want to see like used JavaScript, HTML, CSS on the front end to do X while using Python on the back end to do Y, worked with others, got feedback, that kind of thing. Because I don't see, I see here that you worked well with others. This is actually a very good sentence, but people may not really read that far down because they're going to get here and don't see that you have it. But I need to see here that you worked with others. I need to see here that you took direction. I need to see these things. Because remember, the things that actually matter, the only things that matter are these. If it's not here, and now people can actually see them because I changed up the thing, this is the only thing that matters. During the interview with the manager, you can tell them about the LLM and the NLP and the QTR and the 222s. They'd love that. But they don't really care about it that much on the resume. Like, it's okay to have a line of AI, LLM, NLPs. That's fine, but that's all it is. I don't see the basics, and that's why you're having trouble with this resume. Is there's not enough. Like, I need to see how you use Java. I need to see how you used here. Like, this is, let me pull this up as an example. So if it was Python, right, what I'd be looking for, and this is the Python stack right over here, is, assuming you were Python dev, I would be looking for Python, any type of SQL, Docker and Django, and maybe a cloud and RESTful API. And those would essentially, these right here, kind of the only things I'd really be looking for. Again, AI is a bonus that's kind of hot right now, but I need less of that and more of these. So you can have a sentence or two with AI, but this is the stuff that's actually going to get you a job. And then I do need to see that you've worked well with others. I need to see that you take criticism, which, again, this is kind of it, but this is really more... This is good for working with others because you can work with kids. That's fine, because kids are crazy. But you've only done it for 3 months, so I don't know. I need something that how you were told you were wrong, and you fixed your code for it. Or I need to know that you met weekly with... your other coworkers in the projects and students. So this resume would not pass, and I'm a little tired, so I hope that explanation made sense, but let's go to the next resume. All right. Thank you, Clem. I appreciate it. Let me read this not in reverse order, and I will give Bear the treat. Say, good morning, Firebrand and Foam. Man, I was excited to skip the line and tune in and see, oh no, see, it's 2.5K now. Like, I want to make it so that it's like a special reward for people that have been here for like a week-ish. So, good sound and better layout. Yes, Clem, I will thank you again for subscribing. And let me get Bear a treat. Yeah, he's already excited about it. He got from sitting to standing in seconds. Okay. We're giving you a Gobble Soft Turkey Bakes. Customized Boolean string. I'm giving you half of this, sir. I know. Okay, so we're gonna do a catch. Okay, so get ready. Catch. Good boy. Good catch. Good boy. We're trying to work on your accuracy because a lot of the times you miss that treat and it goes everywhere. Customize Boolean string. All right, so do you know what a Boolean string is? In fact, I don't know if that really should be a reward. I'm playing around with different rewards, so that aren't just bear related, because there's a limit to how many treats. But a Boolean string is how basically agency recruiters will search for passive candidates. So if you ever see somebody reach out to you on Indeed or LinkedIn, on LinkedIn, like if they say, "Hey, I found your resume," it's because of a Boolean string. Man, let me get the writing page real quick because this is what it is. So here, foam. What is your industry again? Because remember, in fact, here's a Boolean string I recently made that I did not work. Actually, it was too long. So this would essentially pop up everybody that had anything like that. Okay, software engineer front end. So what I would do, let's say I wanted to find a software engineer, right? Front end. I would put JavaScript because that's going to be pretty common. And let's say, what else would be very common in that? Maybe Node and SQL. So what this would do is it would pull up every single resume that had JavaScript and Node and SQL. And you can get more advanced than this, but you can also use this right here, which is it? Yeah, legible. So this is going to ignore the Mississippi. Is now going to pull up every single job that has all of this in it. So this is essentially to create a customized, quick way to find jobs in your field. Yeah, that kind of thing. And it takes me a bit, and that's takes me a bit. I don't know if I had to really explain it better, because I'll be honest, I've taught others how to do better Boolean searches, but not really how to do Boolean searches if they have no basis for it. But you can look for a job on LinkedIn with it and use the Boolean string here. Like, let's say you wanted to find instead of a node, you wanted to find if it had let's say full stack. So you would do maybe TypeScript and JavaScript, and then you also wanted to see if they had a separate language of, let's say, Python, or C is going to pull up everything, but let's do C#. So then you would put this in and it would pull up everything that had, which, there we go, yeah, that would work. So this would pull up everything that has JavaScript, TypeScript, and either one of these. So that is what you can do. And you can do that here. I will say it's not perfect on LinkedIn. It has some errors, and I don't know why. But yeah, that's what a Boolean search string is, and it's kind of useful if you have a job title that could be multiple things. So like a cashier would search for like cashier or barista or waiter kind of thing. So that is what that is. Hi, I am tailoring my resume for a role and wanted to ask, should I list my experience strictly in reverse chronological order? You should do it in reverse chronological order. Reverse chronological order is what you should do. If you are having issues with your experiences not lining up with that, what you may want is the other type of template that I have. It's just that's kind of a nightmare to teach, and I haven't really been able to super teach that well. So, where did it go? Oh, I thought I had it. But yeah, ideally it should be that, which is the most recent experience first. So, otherwise they may see the first role and think you've been out of work for like ages. If you want to prioritize stuff that is, see, I don't know, what is this keyword? Shoot, this is my own failure. Keyword family resume, that was it. Let's do this. All right, let So this is the other format for resumes, which is what you may want to do, which is kind of difficult to teach, I'll be honest. Haven't really found a good way to teach it yet, but this is the other format that is beneficial to you. Oh, I misspelled management. That's great. Which essentially you write it in a weirder order. So you'll have your work history down here, but you won't put anything below it. And then what you will do is you need to very much know the keywords that they're asking for, and you'll do a summary of one keyword, summary of a second keyword, summary of a third one. And then, like, if you're looking for management, you would then say how many years of experience you have total with management and put management keywords, and then do that all the way down. So that's how to do that. It's not better than the other version. It's really better if your skills are not in the right order or for high level management. And I want to tell you this, never combine the two methods. If you ever combine the two methods, it will lead to chaos. It's terrible to combine them. So you have to pick one or the other. All right. If I have a year gap in experience as an early career software, is that something to worry about? I don't think so. It depends on where you're at. Like, if you got 5 years and it took you a year to get a job in the first place, most people are not going to care. Obviously, no one is a monolith, but largely you're fine. So, and if they ask, you say, yeah, I was searching for a job for that time. You know, I mean, if it's currently a year gap, it's still okay. Typically, if it gets past 2 years is when you have a problem. So, what did the Headless Headhunter say before leaving the party? What did I say, Omni Dude? Also, welcome back. Welcome back. Is that the manager resume template? Yeah, this is the manager resume. I'll be heading off then. All right, that's a good one. That is a good one, and I love that. Yeah, this is the high level manager, right? I want to be clear. This is not like 3 years of experience. This is like 15 years of experience management. So, or alternatively, if you're trying to redo, like if you have a scatter job history. I'll be heading off then. Oh my god, I love it. And welcome back. I hope you had a very good time on your trip, because I know you were gone for like a bit. Let's see. What is the next one? 52. What the heck is this? All right. What is this even? This is a director. Oh boy. How do I explore opportunities as a senior director at times as a VIP in my domain? I don't... Senior director of what? Oh gosh. You did, it was fun. Account manager. Again, like this level here, like this is I did not do this on perfect, Clem. This is the type of manager that would be well suited for this type of resume. If you've got like 3, I think, Clem, you're fine not having management, like switching the formats. This is really like this level, like 15 plus years, specifically management. So, the template is supposed to look like this. So, oh, you used a resume skip, Firebrand? Did you? This one? Or did I don't remember. But yeah, this is how this is supposed to look. And if it's this much experience is when you really want it. So, but senior director is, gosh, this is hard because they did not tell me what it is, because director could be anything. So what are they? Of health and finances, data and analytics? Can I do and data or analytics? See, I don't think that's going to pull up right. Data scientist, yeah, that's what I thought. He did. Okay. Dang, did I really miss it? You did. You did. Okay. Skip for clap for me. All right, clap for me. You're right. That was you. Sorry, that was so small. I didn't see it. So I'm whispering you in this box, not the other one. Give me your email in that box that I just did. I just whispered for you. So don't put it in the main chat, please. Also, while we're waiting, again, this is the only plug for money I will do for people, is if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get a once per month free Twitch sub. So if you have that and you have not used your free sub, I would love for you to use it on me. But otherwise, don't pay. So, but yeah, if you have the free sub, which everybody gets for Amazon Prime, send that my way. I will take the freebie. So, let's see. Thank you, OmniDude, again. Let's see. So you did, it's the finance internship, right? That's what you are? Finance one. Okay, cool. So let me do that. Clap for me. To the end. What? Okay, well, let's... I'm gonna scroll down on this one a little bit. Let's go down here. There we go. Okay. Do you remember the keywords off the top of the head we used for the last one? But, Clem, so I can use my current resume when I try to apply for county managers. Yeah, Clem, remember, this is like for, like this level, right? When you've been there for years and years. So, because they were a manager since 2010. So, that is, yeah. If you could paste the keywords real quick so I don't have to search for them, that would be good into the chat, just so I remember what I was looking for. But, Clem, this is specifically, like, this level of experience manager. Like, it's really, like, 10 plus years. Because when you've been a manager for, like, 10 plus years, it gets a little weird because you're going to be doing different stuff at different places. So, honest Scott, I don't remember. Can we search them up? Okay, yeah. Well, we'll have to search them up. So what is the title specifically that you are looking for? It's finance internship. I understand that, but we are looking for this, which is portfolio manager, right? So, I think actually this would be a good Boolean. Let's try this: investment banking or portfolio manager, or financial analyst, brackets, and then let's do specifically intern. So we're doing intern and that. What day of submissions are we on? Just turning in, Habobo. We are on the 30th of January. So, also, again, I fixed my YouTube errors. So, because I realized what was happening with the YouTube is there's a thing called LUF, which is loudness units, and my LUFs were off, which is why my videos were sounding like this. So I had to fix that. All right. So very quickly, Clem, copy paste this. Not Clem, clap for me. Copy paste that exactly, no extra spaces, into LinkedIn and tell me if these are the right types of positions. It doesn't seem like it's pulling up a lot of interns, though, which is not great, but let me know if that works. It's pulling up some. So, yeah, let me know if those are right. And then I did want to let everybody know I will be gone on the, I think it's the 20th through the 27th. So I will be missing a week of stream later in. Hello, I am the confusing CV. I'm making dinner right now, but I can chat in 20 minutes or so. Okay, perfect. Good, good. Have a good dinner. Also, oh my gosh, it is not even lunch yet for me. So, time zones. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is what you can use as a Boolean search. And that is a very good example of Boolean search, which is very simple. So you may want to save that. Remember, what you're going to need to do is switch it from most relevant to most recent. Okay, that is one thing you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to do that often because it will keep switching you back, which is really, really, really annoying. Finance intern. All right. So now that we have the right ones, I can actually begin to search for the keywords. So Clap's resume is this one. Oh yeah, I forgot. Omni Dude, who was my mod, is in this space. So, yeah, that they might actually be able to do a lot of insights, but I still need to look for some of the keywords on it. So, oh, we have an ad in 5 minutes. Okay, well, this gives me time to at least do this. So, requirements, NetSuite, Google Suites. Problem solving independently, part of a team, written communication, bachelor's. Okay, let's do financial analyst. Let's see, intern, Power BI, I don't know, business degree, financial analyst. Let's see. Where is this? Yeah, the horde of CS degrees. So obviously Microsoft Office. Cloud, did your uni give you access to Handshake? That is, yeah. So, yeah, Omni can give you a lot of very good advice because, again, Omni is in that field. Nope, that's JavaScript. I don't want to put that up. Analytical stakeholders. Here, influence and challenge stakeholders. You need to challenge stakeholders to a duel. All right, there we go. You need to duel stakeholders. So. Now, they are specifically from Turkey, which, again, I hope this translates to Turkey because you know what, maybe I can do this in Turkey. I wonder if I can. Let's see if it pulls up. No. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it in Turkey, so. Yeah, that's a lot of my insight out the window, right? Kind of same. Like I am worried that it's not going to translate across the sea. Clap. I just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because it's very different in different places. So, because maybe they want different stuff. So don't take this as gospel. Let's see, Microsoft Excel. This does seem balanced multiple projects at once. Honestly, this seems pretty... Okay, cool. It's mostly the same. Good. Oh, shoot. All right, let's do this. And then Google Suites, and then we'll do MS, which is Microsoft Office, just to save a little bit of time. I don't know if NetSuite is actually one. So NetSuite may not be one. Yeah, Omni, is there anything cool you did on your trip? These are forms. These are specifically for internships. You and your job, develop understanding. We were promised to us. Work with the team, self-starter. Yeah, these seem largely correct. So this would be convince through word and sound. That's gonna make sense to me. And I'll look at one more. Knowledge of generating accounting principles, GAP, G Suite. Yep, there it is. Databases, financial, finance, economics. I think I've mostly gotten this. Remember Excel. Yep, again, PowerPoints. Financial statements. I think financial statements might be a good one. All right, there we go. All right, we have an ad in a minute, so I'll do it after that. Portfolio management, first year student. But that I told you. Oh, I met two of them. Oh, yeah. You did tell me you got engaged, which is really funny because we both got engaged like a week from each other. Two of your nephews. That's neat. They're 1 and 3. Good. Always fun meeting the little ones. So, I remember meeting one of my cousins and for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, who's a cute little baby?" And then they bit my nose, and I'm like, I had to pry them off my nose. He would certainly like brag about multitasking, Word, PowerPoint. Okay, I mean these are mostly the same. These are kind of the same. So I'm going to take off NetSuite. I don't know if NetSuite's needed, but these are going to be the same. So that should be good because MS Office is PowerPoint and Word and all that kind of stuff. So that counts for that. All right. I'm on the changes. Don't agree on the formatting though. I want to keep it this way as the rest. Okay. So this will be, where is this in the line? It is 71.2. 71 point. 71 point. 71 point 2 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2 2 2 1. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to do these. All right, this was 72. Wait, was that 72? I'm messing up my own formatting right now. I'm sorry. Give me a second. This is a perfect time for an ad so that I can actually mess this up and redo it. There we go. Okay. PowerPoint. I would ask the 3-year-old what my name is, and he would just laugh. Then it became a running joke that whenever somebody asked him who I am, and he would just reply, hee hee. Your name is just hee hee. Yeah, that's adorable. I had one of my cousins was named Tahilarina. And what I would do is like, oh, it's Tahihila. And she would go, no, it's Tahilarina. And it was adorable. Like, slightly mispronouncing their name. And it's hilarious. And now those cousins are married. Which is like, wow, that made me feel old. So, yeah. Although they got married pretty early. Admittedly, that was like a long time ago. So, hi Bear. You just looking at me real quick? Where'd you go? Staring at me? Hi. 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 Yeah. Ah. Why can't I do this right? There we go. There you go, buddy. All right. Okay, that's good. So let's go to your resume. Hey, love, I am doing okay. Especially because I finally figured out why my YouTube videos were so slow. It's the LUF units, which is loudness units, were wrong. And that took me like 35 minutes to figure out. Now I have to re-upload like 8 videos. But at least I finally figured out why the sound is so off on them. So going forward, unless I make a mistake, that shouldn't happen. Because like every single time it would be like, and then the other one would be like, la, 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 la. So, thank you. All right, let's do Clap For Me's resume. They used their resume skip the line button. Actually, Fire brand used their resume skip the line button for Clap For Me. So, let's look at this. All right. And just remember, Clap For Me, while I review this, I'm not going to really talk to you too much until after the resume. So, this is a resume of a finance intern. So what we're going to be looking for in a finance intern, this is going to be like investment banking, that kind of stuff, is Excel, Google Suites, and Microsoft Office Suites. So it's really going to depend on the company. So if you can have both, that's good. But we do need stuff like PowerPoint, Word, Google Sheets, Google Docs, that kind of thing. The other thing, and this is going to be a little tough, but we need to know that you have influenced and challenged stakeholders. And stakeholders can be just like a manager of a project, whatever they are, because as a finance intern, your job is to convince people to do stuff, even if you don't have the power. Because you cannot say, hey, Lee, you need to do this. You have to say, hey, Lee, here is the argument for why you need to do this. because I cannot directly make you do it. So you're going to need to show how you influenced people. And this goes to the second line, which is how you influence through words. So essentially data, typing, messages, emails, and how you influence through verbal stuff like meetings, telephone calls, that stuff. And then financial statements as a general rule. So that is what we're going to be looking for. Let's see. I got a message that is not needed. Sorry about that. So what we're going to be looking for here. Oh, let me go back. Oh, crud. I gotta redo this. I don't know if I could say this, P. Diddyant. That's not business appropriate enough. You're crossing the line very close. So let me redo this. Also, my phone rang, so it's fine for stream, but I really don't want to have that stuff on the YouTube. I gotta do some kind of professionalism. So, all right, redo. And let me, this also means I now need to move my phone because it was ringing anyway because I'm getting spammed with ads. So we are looking at a resume of a finance intern. So they're looking for like financial banking, investment banking, that kind of stuff. What we're going to be looking for is both very simple but also difficult. So we're going to be looking that you've used Excel, Google Suites, or Microsoft Office Suites. So PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, Google Sheets, Google Docs, that kind of stuff. Some companies want one, some companies want the other. It's really going to depend on which one you apply to. Then we're going to need to see that you have influenced and challenged stakeholders. So this specifically is you have a job where you have a lot of responsibility, but you do not have any power. So assuming I was the stakeholder, you have no actual power to say, Lee, don't do that. You can't because they can ignore you. So what you have to do is say how you convinced and influenced them using, and this goes to the second one, your words. So data, emails, PowerPoints, that kind of thing, or sound, which is essentially, talking on the phone with meetings, that kind of stuff. They also want to see that you've multitasked, which is managed multiple projects at the same time, and that you've worked with stuff in the finance industry. So anything with finance. So let's look to see if you have that. Formatting is okay. I think there's too much bolding, but, not a huge deal. You do need, if you do put this right here, you do need to show when you graduated, which I assume you do. So co-founder and lead, co-founded a finance community leading strategic planning and marketing initiatives and increased audience engagement. So what were those marketing initiatives? I need to know more. Created visual assets with Photoshop and managed social media with Microsoft Planner. So this is okay. I need a little more, right? I need to know, what did you use those visual assets for? Did you convince people? That kind of thing. Because I need to see, this is a tough one because this is a separate type of internship than a CS intern, because for a finance intern, you have to show that you've done this stuff before. You've convinced people. And I think you're missing a little bit on this one, which is, I know the how and I know the why. Actually, no, I know the why and I know the how, but I don't know why you did this, right? Like, why did you create these assets? I need to know. And it could just be to convince people or whatever. And again, what was this? I'm missing a little bit. What was it that you did? I need to know what you did here. Like, what? I get that you co-founded a community, which is good, but what did you use that community for? That's what I need to know. Here, led a 5-team member to create a PowerPoint analysis of blockchain's impact on business, transparency, and security. Perfect. Streamlined using Google Workspace, 100% on-time delivery. That's okay. Earned top class grade for professionalism. Again, well, this is a project, so I think that's okay. But I feel like I'm missing of how you convinced people, right? So I do see you're using a lot of this, right? And I do see a lot of finance stuff, but I'm missing the multitask, and I'm also missing specifically how you convinced people. I'm seeing the tools you used, which is good. Attended a 20 using economic, Word, led direction of a model paper analysis. So yeah, I need to know specifically how you convinced people. I am missing that you did this part. I see the top part here, and I think this is good. I see the financial stuff here. This is good. But where is the ability to influence people? That is what I need to see. And I think that's kind of the only thing that's really missing from this. Again, I'm not the formatting is a little too much, but let's see if there's anything else. Partnerships, evaluated framework, deliver reports. Yeah, so this could be considered multitasking. I just need to know how you convince people. I think that's kind of it, because that is your job. And as a recruiter, internal recruiters have to do the same thing. Is we manage the open positions, but we don't get a say on anything that happens with them, right? The manager makes the final decision, and we have to say, look, based on my years of recruiting experience, do X, do Y. This will lead you to the greatest chance of success. But they can still ignore that and say, I don't care, I don't trust you, I'm going to go my own way, I'm going to go Maverick. And then you have to stop that, even though you have no actual power to besides convincing. So I'm missing the convincing and the multitask, which I think is the largest issue. And then maybe Excel. It might be here that I missed, but is there Excel? Okay, it looks like there is Excel. But yeah, formatting's a little off, and I'm missing the challenging and the stakeholders. This might pass, I'll be honest. I haven't done this type of internship recruiting before, but it is possible that this would pass. But I still think you could do more to add, to give yourself a better chance of passing, essentially. Because again, I have not done this space, and I know you are applying outside of the US, so, you know, but I think this would pass some of them, but not all of them. And I imagine even internships are very competitive in your area. So that'll be it for this resume. I think it could barely pass, but it is missing some stuff. So let's go on to the next resume. Yeah, Cloud for me, not bad. I definitely see the better in it. But again, we are missing, I think, where is Excel? Because I don't know where. Oh, there it is, down here. Yeah, we do need that up here. And I really do need multitask and how you convinced people. But I think mostly that's okay. Otherwise, because you have the other stuff. Because, like, yeah, what did this do? I'm just missing the why you did stuff. I got a banking internship a few days ago. I'll try to tailor my experience there. The tips you gave, like convincing people, perfect. Yeah, like it's really just multitasking and convincing. And like if you look at here, this is what they mean by this. They say excellent written and verbal communication skills. That's not necessarily convincing, but it's a good way to show that by convincing people. Because even if you go here, I imagine, again, this is not necessarily, yeah, this one. This is what they mean. They want to show that you can exercise that. Because it really is a lot of stuff in recruitment, is that I don't get to decide what people do with the positions. I have to convince managers with my knowledge, my words, my voice of what to do. Or else they won't do it. And every once in a while you get a person who you can't convince, and then you basically call your boss like I did X and Y, I did everything here. They are not listening to me. I cannot control them. And the manager will be like, all right, cool, we're documenting it so that if it blows up in their face, we have proof that we did our due diligence. So, that's it. Is there anything else you want for this? Again, I'm not a huge fan of the formatting. There's too much bolding that it's kind of hard to miss the small stuff. So I really don't think, I hope this isn't going to go. Yeah, nothing here should be bolded. Nothing here should be bolded. Nothing here should be bolded. So yeah, any last minute things you want on this resume before I move forward? And again, I really hope this is equivalent to where you are, because I hope this works the same, because, you know, you're in Turkey. So specifically Claptown, Turkey, which is the most famous of Turkey's towns. Actually, what is the most famous of Turkey's towns? I don't know. I'm bad at geography. Istanbul. Okay, right. Istanbul, Constantinople. Istanbul, Constantinople. That was it. Antalya. Okay, cool. Oh wow, Antalya looks gorgeous. That is a pretty beach. Wow. Oh, you live in Antalya. Okay, it's pretty much the same here. Less competitive, though. Asked around 60 classmates, and none had resumes? Okay. I've never been to Turkey. I've been to outside the U.S. I've been to Canada, Mexico, Iceland, and Israel. Those are the 4 places I've been outside the U.S. Me and my fiance are probably going to go to the EU at some point because we really want to go. Well, I really want to go because I've never been there. So, but that looks gorgeous. Yeah. Heck, if I'm ever there, I will hit you up. Clap for me. So, all right. Now we're doing the other resume. Oh, and I have to title this first. Okay. Videos, and then I can hide this. All right, and then this is the director, which is kind of tough because I don't know what kind of director you are. They didn't say. It really is. Like, what is there to do there? Because it looks gorgeous. Obviously, I see the beaches. Like California, though, I'm like, people visit. It's kind of hard for me to tell them what to do because I'm like, I live here. Everything is normal to me. And then it's like, oh no, you have this really cool spot over here. Like, obviously, people want to see Universal and stuff. Pretty much the Miami of Turkey. Good food, great food and history. What kind of food is there? I do want to know. I'm always interested in other cultures because, you know, I think it's really cool. I think the differences is really neat. Director. Oh, gosh, this is so hard because I don't know what else. Senior director level. All right. Well, resumes. That's director. Okay, let's go this. See, kebabs. What are durums? Is that like a durian? Ancient translated Grecian ruins. I love Greek history. When I was like in middle school, I won a contest of being like the most knowledgeable of Greek history of like, I was like a very top percentage of it. So, but that's been a very long time and I've forgotten most of it. Yeah, that sounds cool. I like that. Okay, so senior director. Health and financial management. I mean, this is so difficult to be like just director. And it's senior, so the other format would work because we have director of finance, which is going to be a different issue. Oh, okay. Senior director of development is going to be good. Director of construction. Okay, so manage and oversee the X. Yeah, it really is a small world. I really think that's funny, where it's just like, oh yeah, I live in this one X part around the world. It's like, I also have been there recently. Manage and oversee the X. Let's see. Ability to lead and drive execution of projects. So, lead and drive the execution. I would say, what you managed, like the details. People, that kind of thing. One of the leaders for projects. This is going to be industry specific. Telecommunication, which is knowledge, strong communication skills. So this is why do they say vendors twice? Let's see, communicate and convince vendors and stakeholders cross-functionally. Okay. Hey, Fruitilla, how you doing? Let's see, 7 project execution. I mean, director levels are kind of all the same, a little bit. Spreadsheets, that's technical. Organization, and then we're going to do multitask. Do you use any other job search sites besides LinkedIn? I mean, Indeed, usually. Typically, Indeed and LinkedIn are the best ones you want to use. It's just the search function on Indeed is not always the greatest. So AI strategy, data structures, healthcare management, previous record. Okay, MS Office, balance sheets, QuickBooks, flow analysis, skills, ability, multitask, yeah, prioritize. So, Indeed search, it's, I mean, in my mind, Indeed is really more like blue collar, while LinkedIn is more white collar. Also, give me a minute. I'll be right back. If we get an ad, I'll snooze it. But I need to be right back for a second. All right. We are back. Nope, do not stop streaming. That was the wrong button, Lee. Let's put that there. Let's move this here so I stop getting light on me because I have vampire skin. Director of Engineering, essential job functions. Take complex knowledge, climbing, violence, driver's license. Yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything I'm missing? Details such as multitask and then multiple projects, I think would be good. Multiple projects. All right. Communicates functionally. All right, I think this is good. Okay. How do I explore opportunities as a senior director and at times in my domain? Okay, this is kind of tough. Okie dokie. Let's dive into this one. Oh, wow. Emerith, hello. I was the odd CV with the GCSE crap in it. That's in the UK, which is where I'm based out of, equivalent GGs. I think things to note. Sadly, I didn't cook for the king. It was just a coronation celebration. The farm work and kitchen work was what I did pre-university. There's nothing down there because I'm very lazy extended. I'm not currently applying anything. I applied to 40 cyber internships in December, so not sure if that's small. I wasn't sure whether those online one-way interviews count. I don't think they do. I don't think the one-way interviews count. But if so, they almost all send me one. Otherwise, I think I have about 10 interviews and a couple of offers from 40. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know why. I'm going to assume, based on where you are, that it might be very niche. But yeah, that's so confusing to me. Because yeah, I agree. That CV would not work in a lot of places, but that's I don't know. Because even 10 interviews out of 40 is solid. The UK kind of mirrors US job market for the CS. Yeah, I don't know. I will say you are doing specifically cybersecurity, and cybersecurity is something I don't have a lot of practice with on the recruitment side. So it might be, in fact, I think I can maybe do a quick test of this, because this is bugging me, because I don't know why yours is good either. I don't know. I've heard UK job is pretty tough. Yeah, okay, so UK, not UK, United Kingdoms, let's do this. And then let's do cybersecurity. So there's a lot, actually. There's a lot of cybersecurity. And 100 people junior, 100 people trainee data, software engineer, cybersecurity. I don't understand it. 4 days, 53 people, which is at cyber associate, 63 junior. Huh. Yeah, like the UK, like I like cyber. There's like 5 fiber users, the rest have software. I don't know. You have blown my mind, and I don't understand why. Uh, I don't understand. I don't. Because I will say, the more I'm looking at this, it does seem that the cyber roles are not filling up as fast. But still, that's... I don't know. Imagine the USA, but way more broke, and the government is stuck in austerity, and nobody wants to pay you. Oof. Maybe the quant ones are getting it. I don't know quant enough either. So quant intern for the investment team, 2 months. This might be it. 1 month, 6 days. No, I don't. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know why that works. I am at a complete and utter loss. So I really wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I don't know why that's working. I don't know if your area is just not competitive for that. I don't know if you've somehow cracked the internship code. Maybe it's you're applying early? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea now. I was really thinking like you were getting maybe some of the other stuff, but yeah. I have no earthly idea. Yeah, like... Alright, I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't change it. It's working for you. I don't know why it's working, but, you know, if you're having anything under a 1 to 25 ratio, don't change a thing. You're doing well. So, all right, let's do this resume, and I'm going to snooze this ad. This is a resume of a director. Problem is, I don't know what kind immediately. I know they say data analytics, but that could still be a lot because it's industry specific. So what they said specifically is they want to explore more opportunities as a senior director and VP in their domain. They have a success ratio of 75 applications to 1, which is okay. It's not great, but it's not the worst. I mean, it's not good. I think it's like a C-, right? Again. So this is going to be tough to review. I will do my best shot. The keywords and qualifications are here. Most of these are going to be qualifications and not keywords. So what we need to know is what you managed. And what I mean by this is I need to know the volume of the projects, how many projects you manage, what was their team size, what was their budget. I need to know the boring details of it, essentially. What were they do, what did they do, that kind of thing. Then I need to see that you've led and driven and executed projects. So how of those details, which you can get in a different bullet point, how did you succeed? What did you do to succeed? Were you under budget? Were you on time? That kind of thing. This is going to be industry specific stuff. I don't know exactly what type of industry. It looks health and financial, so maybe financial, but they're going to be looking for specific industry things, so just make sure you have those, along with the words cross-functionally. They love that. Then I need to see that you have communicated and convinced professionals, professional contacts, vendors, and stakeholders. I need to see that you have went to a meeting where I presented documentation using X, Y, and Z, which allowed the stakeholder to approve the budget or something. And then basically this is the multitask for the director level. So I will say, because this is a very high level project, a very high level manager position, there is another format that I have that may be beneficial, which is not this format. It's not terrible, but it's a completely separate format, which is really tough to teach, and it really only makes more sense for people very high up like this. So let's see if we can find ways to improve this. Data analytics executive with 15 years in digital transformation, data strategy for virtual coverage. Okay, I don't know if that's needed because it doesn't really give me anything I need. Delivered a 15 million data analytics roadmap. The largest provider streamlining it results in a savings of 22 million. I think that's solid, actually. Yeah, I think that one's good. Improve the gross mileage of healthcare through multiple data implementations, registration, fraud, AL, spending. I don't know if this one's needed. Led to development of member registration actions. Again, these two will probably confuse people. I actually think this is a solid one, and I'm not a huge fan of summaries, but when you have, this much experience, a summary can be beneficial for high-level managers. Again, this is specifically for high-level managers. So, delivered machine learning accuracy. Yeah, again. So here's my problem. This is kind of the only thing I'd be really looking for. I do like that AI is there, but I don't need it in every sentence. So out of this, and this is why the other format would work better, I only really like this. So let's go to the actual job description. Let's see. Also, for clarity's sake, these should be reversed. Your experience should be on the over on the right side. The state should be on the left side, and this does not need to be bolded. Delivered 3 large multi-year programs guiding moving through digital transformation in big data and analytics. That doesn't tell me enough. This is a prime opportunity to tell me how big those projects were, right? How many people, that kind of thing. I don't need to see multi-year. I need to see more. Orchestrated cross-functional analytics data lake project. Data lake? With a hybrid Azure of 50 structure and month leaving project management best part. Again, this doesn't tell me enough. Reduce the expense by 20%. This is okay. Improve gross margin through multiple data initiatives of registration campaigns, fraud detection. Again, I think that's okay, but these are sort of the same thing, so you can maybe combine them. Multi-year on-time delivery. There we go. For Medicaid and Medicare by migrating. Yeah, this is the. Okay, here's my problem with this. You don't tell me enough. You still have to do the why, which is the keyword qualification, the how you did it, and the what, which is the keyword qualification, how and why. And right now you're kind of missing the why, which is very, very, very critical for a high-level director. Is I need to know why you did this. I need to know why it's important. This one makes sense because it's like you already said why, which was to give the savings. But I don't really see I see what you managed, but I don't see the details of the team, right? And if you're going for a director level, you're not the one doing it yourself, typically. You're saying, hey, Bob, Bill, Jane, and Jessica, you are the 4 team members, do X, do Y, do Z, and then you manage them. So I'm not really seeing that. Really, I think your problem is this kind of reads more like I hate saying this, a developer position than a director level. Yeah, because I don't really see how you do that. Obviously, this doesn't. This is like one, and this one shows that it's an actual director, but the other ones kind of read like an IC. Again, like, what was the point of this? I don't think I saw a strategic roadmap. I need to see why you did this, right? You need to tell somebody who may not be knowledgeable in the industry. So, and let's see, led and managed enterprise data governance, led in charge, go to committee office effectively. Yeah, but again, why did you do this? Provided your strategic direction with updating members on data privacy. Again, why? Collaborative sales to assemble teams delivering 98% of projects on time and 100% within budget. This is fine. But I don't know if someone's going to scroll all the way down here to get to this sentence, which is good. This is a fine sentence. And they have to scroll all the way down for it. So yeah, your formatting is off, and I really do think you should use the other formatting, which you can drop by and show. But primarily the bullet points are too, and you have a couple of good ones, but I don't really see the why you did this, right? Like, this makes sense because you've delivered the projects on time, but also, how many projects? Because it very much matters. Did you do 1 project on time? Did you do 12 on time? It matters. Built and directed a team, grew to 25 perfect, that devised ingenious solutions to complex problem involved data visualization. Again, I'm missing the why. So, could this move forward? Yeah, but very rarely, which I think is why you're getting 1 in 75, is it's rare to move forward, but there is enough here to get you an interview. But if your competition is fierce and there's a lot of applicants, then it won't work. So I can pass this. It's a C minus. Let's go to the next resume. And please join the channel. I can help you out to how to actually fix this and show you the other format. All right. What are they planning to do about it? I hope people get used to being sad and broke. Oh gosh, it's quite bad. We've had our first non-recession fiscal quarter. I may get cut off with an ad, but there has been essentially a sort of global depression that has happened recently after COVID. It's actually hit most every place, which is very interesting to me. Not good interesting, but it's still interesting. But yeah, there is a sort of global recession, depression, whatever, that has hit everybody across the globe. That's kind of why. And I don't want to get too much into politics, but essentially incumbent candidates, regardless of whether they were left or right, across the globe have lost. So people have essentially been upset with the current government regardless of where that is. So, which I got cut off on. Hi, Bear. Hello. Ah! Why did you lean down? Hi, baby. Hi, I know. I love you. Dog. Just lean down. Good boy. Oh, he saw something. All right, that was 71-3. And we're back. But yeah, it's across the globe, and this is why I think it's crazy, is that incumbent candidates lost regardless of whether they were on the left or the right. So, okay, this is Walgreens. I don't need to answer that. So, but yeah, so it doesn't shock me that there's been a downturn, because there's been a downturn everywhere, which is crazy to me, that across the globe, across the entire globe, not the US, every single government that was incumbent and held elections, the incumbents lost at a certain point. So if they were left, they lost. If they were right, they lost. It doesn't matter. People did not like the current government because of the global whatever we're going through. So that's crazy to me. And again, I try not to get too much into that, because one good rule about corporate life is don't talk politics, which is almost impossible to do now. But, and I am on the left, but yeah, I don't want to say that as saying that, but it's but I do not think by the way, speaking of that real quick, while I get into it, I do not think the job market will improve. I think it is going to get worse, because there's a lot of chaos in the United States, and whenever there is chaos, companies stop hiring. So I think we are going to get in for a rough year, truthfully. I wish that wasn't the case, but anyway, that is about what I will say on that. I have no idea what this person is. This is a media planner? So far I have 6 interviews. Social, what amounts to companies I got a first interview? One thing I saw change when I added one experience in June versus December was official title. Okay, it's okay. This person digital marketing associate, so I can just do marketing associate. And or then let's do the United States. Marketing associates, and then let's do experience level, entry level. Also, I had a question to everybody in chat. I'm trying to work to do more collabs with other people. Does anybody have any actual other streamers that you think I should try and collab with? Because that is something new for me. So. Also, Bear, if you sat down, I cannot pet you because I have to lean all the way over here. You keep moving from optimal pet position. Okay? I do know I was already on Raymond Jones's stream. He was cool. So, let's see. This is M3 USA. Map Collective. Qualifications. Automation Platforms. Project DKK. Marketing Associate. Experience in marketing or related role. Social media. Basic analytical tools. Okay, and then this is marketing associate, media buyer, or payer. Okay, those are. Well, that's the Boolean search I used. So let's do that. And oh, Canva, obviously Canva. I know how to use Canva, which I actually think is kind of cool. I now know why everybody asks for Canva is because I now have to use it for this. So Canva is great. I even tried the paid version, and truthfully, I didn't really find much difference between the two. So, and then I think maybe team player and multitask. All right, let's do team player and multitask. All right. Suits. So this resume is here. What did they say? I have 6 interviews with similar job titles. What amount of companies did I get for trying to stop applying? There are like 4 rounds. One thing I saw change when I added one more experience as featured director, so I get more internships. This official title of very small student agency. Also, recently moved last year. Outstanding. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. This is a resume. Of course, it's a resume, Lee. This is a marketing associate, media buyer, or paid social, which is like the social media person. They have a phenomenal ratio, which is 1 to 25. Actually, what they said is they have 6 interviews coming up with all of those job titles. And they wanted to know specifically when you should stop applying. The answer to that is stop applying once you sit down on the job for your first day, because things can happen and you always want to make sure you keep having stuff. They also noticed they got more interviews in January than December, which makes sense. January is the biggest boom of jobs of the year. December is the least jobs of the year. So it makes more sense to have in Jan. So I'm expecting that you don't need to change anything here, because if you have 6 interviews and it's a 1 to 25 ratio, you're doing well. You don't need to change nothing. So what we're going to be looking for is social media platforms. So TikTok, LinkedIn, etc. Basic knowledge of analytical tools. So like Google Analytics, Canva, Adobe, Creative Suites, every time. That you're a team player and you can multitask. So let's see. Reported monthly That's actually really good. A lot of them wanted like reports and stuff. Reported monthly digital media, perfect. Digital media campaigns, and conducted market research, which is also one, for various clients and goals in the entertainment industry. Goals in the entertainment industry, I don't know if that, but regardless, this is phenomenal. I don't know if goals is the right word. Maybe various clients in the entertainment industry. This part doesn't make sense, but again, that's a nitpick, and it's working, so don't change it. Actively participate in hands-on experience creating and maintaining campaigns on Snapchat, Meta, perfect. Assisted with native ads, CT buying, okay. Conducted keyword searches of high volume involving organic traffic, okay. Supervised visibility community with creative support teams, perfect. Design loyalty cards and implement a griddle marketing campaign which will lead to 100% increase in physical visits, perfect. Yeah, I don't know if I need to go past here. So the only thing here is it looks like the grammar may be a little off, but I don't know if that's the case. But it is working, so that's good. Yeah, oversaw and supervised 10K ads. Yeah, I don't have anything other than I think maybe the grammar is slightly off, but I'm not even sure if that's right. So, fantastic. I don't know what else to do for this one because it's kind of perfect. You show the social media platforms. You show, actually, I think Canva may be the only one. Yeah, Canva is pretty big, so if you can add in Canva, that'd be good. And Adobe, that's kind of it. Is you need Canva and Adobe, but you nailed everything else. So yeah, Google Ads, yeah, that's fantastic. Maybe the education should be at the top, but again, you have success. I wouldn't change anything really, because 1 to 25 is don't touch it. It works well. So of course this passes. It's phenomenal. It's been passing. This is how you write bullet points. They're very good. So let's go to the next resume. Bear keeps leaving. I don't know if he needs to go out. At the next break, I gotta let him out and get more water. Because he's... There we go. What is hitting me with this light? Ah, this. There we go. And then I can do this to get more actual light. There we go. Alright, that actually works. So yeah, let me know if there's any streamers y'all want me to try to like message or collab with, because I'm trying to expand that repertoire of mine, and I really did like I've tried to raid others and stuff like that, and I want to know others that are kind of in the same space. I know they're not exactly in the same space, but kind of. So, because really, I don't know if there's another recruiter that does what I do. I redid interested in my resume on Wednesday. Is it safe to do a skip the line redeem today? You submitted it on Wednesday. Let me check. Wednesday was the 5th. So it would be yeah, there's 31 ahead of you. So at a minimum, so it's probably safe to do a skip. So I kept counting and I'm like, yep, nope, it's still there. So I think a skip is safe, which I assume you're going to do right now. So I will find your resume, which is on the 5th. What is your job title? Because there's only like 3 or 4 if you use the skip. So. Okay, let me make sure there's no other Walgreens. Okay, I have an order for pickup. It's fine. Chase, please stop bugging me about that. I can do that later. I wasn't going to do it this moment. I'm working right now, but an hour. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, just let me know. But there's enough that I don't think I'm going to get to you this week, or it'll be late Wednesday at a minimum. Job title is admin assistant. Yes. Okay, yeah. There are 40 ahead of you, so I think it's safe to use. So, very, very safe to use. Alright, this is site reliability on an F1 OPT applied to 1,000 jobs. Okay. It will be worse for foreign nationals, I think is the word. That's, oh, stop it. Get that. All right. Is there really only, oh no, there's only very little. What is a site reliability engineer? Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's not going to show. So a site, wait, they said a site reliability engineer? What is a site reliability engineer? SRE, to observe, okay, to fix stuff, IT monitor, because like I'm not finding, is it ITS? SRE is DevOps in disguise. Hey Buggy, DevOps in disguise. Okay, that makes more sense. So site reliability engineer is also a DevOps. Site reliability, DevOps. Everything is DevOps. I swear, everything and nothing is DevOps. I hate it. I've asked like everybody, oh, what is DevOps? It's X. Ask somebody else. No, it's Y. What is DevOps? It's Z. Ask the person. I don't know. They just keep hiring me. DevOps is DevOps. It both it's Schrodinger's job posting. It's whatever you want it to be, and it both isn't. I think there used to be a big difference between SREs and DevOps, but now there's a lot of overlap. Okay, that makes sense. U.S. citizen or permanent resident. Actually, I don't know if they can say that. This might actually be illegal to say. You have to say not U.S. citizen, but the ability to work in the United States, or the ability to work in the United States without like X. So this might actually be an illegal question. So, oh wow, Ruby. Haven't seen Ruby in a very long time. Oh, you know what? It could be a clearance thing. You're right. But even then, like, I worked for stuff that did that. You cannot directly state it. It's, I don't know if that's the rules now, but it was that you couldn't directly state it. Typically, you'd say have to be able to get, like, you can say get a security clearance. That is something you could do. But you can't usually say, it's also why you're not supposed to say speak English on the job thing. That actually is not that's a no-no question. So, yeah. Which also, it's a bad question regardless, because if they don't speak English, they're going to miss it. And if they do speak English, they're not going to think it matters. So I think it's an irrelevant thing to have regardless. But, let's see. Large systems. Team site lead. This is fine. I just need to get rid of the lead stuff. Okay, yeah. Here it is, DevOps. All right, so cloud. I don't know if Go and Ruby are one, but let's do cloud is going to be one, and data storage and DevOps. Okay. Here it is. IAC, infrastructure code. Oh, it's so small. Why is this so small? No, I hate this. I hate all the acronyms. Let's see. The leadership I could ignore because this is an intern, so they don't really care about that. Terraform, Ansible, CloudFormation. I think I saw one or two, but we'll check. Site reliability. Let's see, that's a manager. Site IT engineer. Is ITS one? It's as traffic. What is an IT? I assume ITS is the same as a site reliability engineer. Also, I'm going to eat a cracker because I'm hungry. Must be a U.S. citizen or national, U.S. permanent resident, or lawfully in... I mean, I still don't know if they can say that, but it's been a bit. CloudFormation is something proprietary to AWS, just in case it not be on every posting. Okay, that's actually good to know. Thank you. API. Oh, man, I like how I spelled primary language wrong. Let's see. Associate site reliability. This is probably accurate. Mentor. Well, you'll have. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Coding, visual, IDE. Maybe IDE. There's not a lot of these. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm gonna do one more just in case. Let's see, that's gonna be AWS and Cloud. No, it's gonna be Google Cloud probably. Preferred master's degree, analyzing, troubleshooting large-scale distributed systems. Okay, cool. Well, I think this is good enough. Alrighty. Site reliability, DevOps, and then they said an international student on an F1 OPT. They've applied to 1,000 jobs. Ooh. All right. This resume is of a site reliability engineer. Also, people in my chat said that's also kind of what a DevOps is, that the names have sort of lost a meaning and they've melded. But I did look up primarily site reliability engineering responsibilities, which what they are going to be is cloud, any type, although AWS was the most popular. Data storage, DevOps, they wanted some DevOps. IAC, Terraform, Ansible, CDK, VPC, subnets, firewall, VPNs. A primary language, which again, it doesn't really matter what this was. Some of them wanted Python, some of them wanted Java, some of them wanted C, one of them wanted Ruby, so whatever the primary language is, that's fine, and API. This person has applied to 1,000 jobs, and their ratio is 150 to 1 or worse. They are on an OPT. So if you are on an OPT, to everybody that is tuning into this who's on a visa, your ratio is going to be worse than normal. That's just the case, unfortunately. And what you do need to do, if you are in an OPT, is you need to specifically state how they can work with you. Because a lot of recruiters, even if their company can work with an OPT, they may not know that they can. So you should actually have a very small summary which just says, on an OPT which allows me to do X and Y. You need to tell us. Because OPTs can mean a lot, like not a lot of recruiters will know that. So, or managers. But let's see if you actually, even regardless of that, have the keywords and qualifications. So, led a cross-functional team. Cross-functional, again, I know I say a lot of cross-functional, but that's not necessarily usually for software engineer type positions. Deliver a full-stack project, okay. This shouldn't be bolded. 2 weeks early, overseeing the SDLC, on-time quality network, Linux, Unix, okay. Manage computer technology, computer PowerShell, Green Whale, automated user, OTK, OKT, no. Kenji, Duo Security, AutoX, Atlantean, Jira. Alright, so here's the thing. All the way here, I don't see anything I need for site reliability except for C# and Python. That's it. You have spent this entire time with all this stuff that I don't need. In addition, there's so many percentages, this means like nothing. So Atlassian, Jira, so let's see, maybe that's in the projects. API, this is fine. Database, SQL. Again, I don't think SQL was actually one for a site reliability engineer. Remember, like just a software engineer does not necessarily have the same types of qualifications as a site reliability engineer. Unauthorized access, MVP, Agile, Next.js, Azure. Here we go. Yeah, you don't have any of this. So, I mean, maybe you should just do for like a full stack engineer, which you do seem to have the skills for that, or alternatively like a backend. But in this entire thing, I see two things that I want. I see a primary language here and here, which is C#. That's one. and I see API, but I don't see, and cloud, so three things. I don't see data storage, I don't see DevOps, I don't see IAC, I don't see Terraform, I don't see Ansible, I don't see CDK, VPC, subnets, firewalls, or VPNs. And you know what? Maybe it's here. Maybe I missed it. But you bolded everything. And you bolded everything I don't care about. So stop bolding everything. This, nothing in here. No, nothing in here. Okay, cool. Nothing in here should be bolded. Nothing in here should be bolded. And this is why you're having problems, is because you're applying to jobs where you do not show you have the right qualifications for. Maybe you are. But in addition, even if you have them here, I'm not going to see it because the bold, which is not what I'm looking for, is taking it away. So yeah, even regardless of the international student OPT thing, you're not going to get any interviews with this for a site reliability engineer. For a full stack engineer, maybe, actually. You have some of the right ones, although there's a lot of superfluous stuff that I don't care about. So... like this and PowerShell. It's not PowerShell in one or two, but really no. This or this or this or this or this or this. So yeah, there's not a lot here that I can use to move you forward. You need to remake this resume. The bullet points are almost all bad. And I don't want to end it on a bad note, but unfortunately that's the case. Even without the OPT, which is already going to hurt your chances, this would not get an interview. Not for site reliability. Specifically not for site reliability. So maybe a transition to full stack, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, if y'all like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I very much appreciate it. And if you want, submit your resume below. It is in the description below this video. Please submit your resume. It is free. I will help you out and tear it down so that you can get jobs, because ideally I want you to get interviews. So that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next interview. I appreciate it. Bye, y'all. So yeah, I don't think this flies as a, like, maybe there's stuff I missed here, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think this would really fly. Again, it might do as a full stack because you got SQL, RESTful, C#, and Angular over here, but this definitely would not fly for a info, whatever that person is looking for. Oh no, this one. Oh, this person. The next person is, they put their whole information on the thing, and it's on the left. This sounds more like a Windows admin. You know what? I can kind of see that. Like it. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it kind of does. So. Like it doesn't read as a site reliability engineer, which again, I'm not like an expert in site reliability engineers, but in the ones that I just saw, this would not fly. All right, gosh, this next resume is, we're gonna get an ad and I need to let Bear out, so, but let me at least get the next resume up so that I'm not doxing this person, because oh my gosh, it is crazy. There we go. Okay, there we go. I had to move this. Nope. Okay, this is, I haven't done finishing writing this one, but this is, I don't know what the hell this is. Okay. Also, I'm very happy I got this working so that this is now actually legible, because I really did realize the rest of it was an issue in legibility, which is ironic. So, but yeah, I cannot scroll up because on the left side they have their full information. And then I don't even know what the keywords for this is. Managing Director, Regional Sales Director. Okay, anyway, I will be right back. Redact it with MS. You know what? That's actually a good idea. I should do that. I will be right back. Bear needs to go out. I'm going to get a really quick snack, and I will be right back after that. And I got to refill my water. Yes, sir. I know. No, you're not getting a treat. You're going outside. Nah, that's not for you. That's a Lee treat. You're not eating my cracker. All right, come on, Bear. Let's go outside. I got to go outside. Yeah, I know. Let's move this over here. Don't you do that. All right, there we go. Okay, this is this is a nightmare. All right, they want regional sales director. All right, okay. I don't know why, but Bear is obsessed with downstairs. He keeps staring at me from downstairs like I'm gonna go down with him more, even after he went out. Build and maintain. I think it's because we're tearing the house apart, because we're doing like spring cleaning early. So he's very confused. Hey, Bear. You're not gonna get the cracker I dropped. I picked it up. You should not have almonds. It's an almond cracker. How can we tie in DevOps to sales director? That may be the corporate synergy needed to secure an offer. You just gotta put like okay, Bear. You know what, Bear? How do we do this? How do we do this, sir? Bear, look at me. Hi, good boy. So what do you think? Should it be a managing DevOps sales director? Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. We'll just title it as a managing DevOps sales director. And then every single bullet point needs to have the word DevOps. So it would be like consistently exceeded DevOps double-digit growth targets. DevOps director, what do you do? Yes. There are some positions where you wear a lot of hats, and that is one of them. Regional sales director for Jägermeister. I mean, this is also going to be industry knowledge. A proven track record, and then this is industry, which again is going to differ. Stakeholders, probably holders, customers, industry, and then we're gonna do, I think, C to C is customer to customer, so it'd be B2C / B2B, I assume. And then Outlook, here it is. This position is paying almost 200K, and it requires Outlook, Excel, and Office. Every single dang time. Everyone makes fun of me for that, but it's there. That's what it requires. All right, I'm gonna look at one more and then go into this one. Outreach LinkedIn. Yeah, I think this is good enough. So, all right. Why is this little tuft right here always sticking out? I want you gone. Stop, tuft. My hair is perfect except for you little teeny tuft that is like floofing out. All right. 72 1.1. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why is that 1.1? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Do the resume. All right. They are just starting yet. Okay, that's fair. This is a resume of a managing director / regional sales director. So you may be wondering, why is it cut off? And the answer to that is this person put their full address, phone number, and name on the left side. So this is the most I can show without completely doxing them. So I'm sorry. And if you like this kind of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. So what we're going to be looking for is specifically a proven track record of success, how you succeeded, sales, and that kind of stuff. that you've built and maintained relationships with C-level executives and key decision makers, stakeholders, and customers. The industry specific, which again, this is going to determine, like if you're in healthcare, you're going to want healthcare stuff. If you're in biopharma, you want biopharma. If you're in IT, maybe SaaS, SaaS kind of thing. So, and then B2C, B2B, which is business to customer, business to business, Outlook, Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. And yes, those are needed. There was a job that paid 175 to 200K, and it required that. So those are going to be needed. This person has not started applying yet, so we don't know the ratio. They were just about to. So the first thing I can say is this resume format is awful. There is so much here, and none of it is helpful. I know why. Is because I bet, and I'm going to bet, that you are a very good salesman. And you are assuming that the resume, just like sales, is how you get your foot in the door, is how you do something flashy and fancy to showcase your skills. And I'm going to tell you that is wrong. Some of the worst resumes I've seen are people that are good at their job at marketing and essentially UI design. Is because the resume needs to be boring. I'm sorry. This is a nightmare to search. I cannot find anything I need here at all. I just can't. Achieve 20% inventory reduction by liquidating stock. Cool. I don't know enough. I can scroll down to your actual experience, which is on the second page, which is not good, which is strategically comprehension drive sales. Yeah, this will get immediately rejected by everything. No one's going to go here, which is yeah, even this is not good. So you need to just burn the whole resume and start again. What I want it to see is like this. This is boring. I get it. This is how you get a job. All right? This is how I want your resume. Education up top, maybe a PMP cert or whatever down here, then your work history, and then you start with this. And then the first one needs to be a summary. But this resume that I'm looking at right now fails on everything. The bullet points are bad, the formatting's bad, and everything is wrong. This is not how you write a resume. So remember, just trash it. Go to my website, redo it like this. All right, this is how I want to see it. I want to see a summary of your duties under each company. Then I want to see the keywords, which is what, which is a keyword of qualification, which in this case are those up top. Then I want to see how you used it and the result of it. Like, I don't even know what industry you are. Yeah, I don't even know what industry you are. I guess your ERP here is some kind of software industry, but then you have, yeah, none of this would work. I can't review this because the formatting is so awful that I can't even find the bullet points, which are also bad. So don't do this. Make it boring, make it simple, make it clean. The easier to read your resume is, the better. This is peak resume to recruiters. We want to see it like this. When you go to the interview, you can show how much of a cool person you are, and then you can show off and all that stuff. But I need this basic stuff. I can't even tell what you do. I don't know what you've sold. Let's see. Education is in the middle of there, and I can't go higher than this. Double digit. Cool. What double digit growth targets? Someone could assume, and this is going to be dumb, someone could assume this means you made like $20, not percentages. Also, the difference between 10% and 98% is massive. So nothing on this resume works, unfortunately. You're going to have to trash the whole thing, make it simple, make it clean, make it basic. I want you to think of your resume not as a marketing tool. If it's a marketing tool, you will fail. I want you to think of it like a government form. All right? I need the information. I got to parse it quickly. This is how it does. All right? So please use this format because this is not working. And I know you haven't started yet, but I can't see a recruiter moving forward with this. So yeah, that's my vote for this. This is an empathetic no. I cannot move forward. Let's go to the next resume. All right, I had a very pretty designy resume and got no bites. I put in one of those boring formats and I already got one interview. Nice. Out of only 8. Very nice. That is why. It is not. And I know some recruiters even say this, like, it's a marketing document. And I'm like, no, if a resume stands out, it's getting rejected. That's usually the case. So, because even some recruiters think that. But yeah, no, that's why. It should be boring. It should be basic. Should be clean. So, and I'm very glad you're getting now hits off of the boring version. Is because, like, boring is best. Because when you look at 30 resumes in 30 minutes, the resume I just saw, it will make your eyes bleed. It's like looking at an eldritch horror. And you're like, I can't see it. Well, looking at this is like a cool drink in a desert. So. Oh, rug pipe. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, that was 72-1, I think. Yeah, 72-1. 72-1. I do need to get MS Paint up, actually. 72-1. Because I like what Thor does, which is pirate software. I really just want to copy what he does there. Because I really like it. I really like that type of formatting, and I like how that does it. So, all right. Entry-level data scientist. Would also like a job as a data analyst. And ultimately machine learning, questioning, having my grad year on my resume. This will be my first job after college. Okay. Why did I put this as 0.1? I don't know why I put this at 0.1. Did I do this resume already? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. It was a data scientist and what else? Data analyst. Those are still slightly different jobs. Do I have the data scientist keyworded? Data analyst. Yeah, data scientist. Yeah, they're different. Different stuff. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, this is a lot more legible. I'm so glad this works now. I may need to add something where it just says, like, submit your resume to me for the YouTube channel, but whatever. We'll see. So, also, I did not put the thing in, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them. Because I realized I did not actually put in my little key thing of, hey, ask me any questions about your job search. Which does matter for the new people, because the new people are afraid to ask me questions, which is not what I want. I want you to ask me questions. Specifically for new people. Alright. Let's see. That is good. That is good. Entry-level data scientist. Let me do the keywords real quick for the senior data. So, okay, cool. And then I think that's it. There we go. This is a resume of a data scientist. They also said they wanted a job as a data analyst and potentially a machine learning engineer, but I will tell you, these are the keywords for a data scientist. Those keywords are going to be different than a data analyst. There's a lot of overlap, but these are the, like, look, you can even, I'm going to go back and forth real quick, but that's the difference. So right now we're really only going to focus on data scientist, but data analyst would have a different set of keywords, yet alone an ML engineer. So this person, they're trying to get their first job after college, and they are questioning having their grad year on it. Yeah, that's fine. You just graduated. It's fine. You can put 2024. I think that's fine. I don't know if you need to say May or not. And then this is their first job. They actually have a ratio of 1:75, which I will say is not bad. That's actually pretty good for an entry level. Like, normally I say that's like a C minus. I think that's like a C, because getting your first job is always going to be your toughest search. Really, it really is. So let's look to see if we can find these for a data scientist position, and let's go. Again, I would, if you are a U.S. citizen or green card holder, put it here, and then you could put city and state there. This does not need to be bolded. This should be in 2 lines. I think you can fit this on 2 lines. Everything here should be in 2 lines. You do want to keep the honors. You do want to keep the minor. Project changed a YOLO. I hate IT terms. Changed a YOLO version 5 object detection model to identify and classify brain tumors and MRI scan images. Processed an anointed data set of... Data set is good. But yeah, sorry, I forgot to say the keywords. It's going to be R, Python, SQL, Cloud, Machine Learning, Pandas, NumPy, Skitlearn, Modeling, Hypothesis Testing, Experimental Design, Visualization Tools, Complex Technical Topics to non-stakeholders. This actually seems like it has so far more of a data scientist than a data analyst than a data scientist. But so I don't see a ton. Modeling predicted tumor. See, this I think is fine. This should be fixed. I feel like this should be in the top one. But I also, again, I really need some of the basic stuff here. What did you use it in? Design and development in TensorFlow and PyTorch. That's good. Which actually, wait, was that really more the data analyst? TensorFlow, PyTorch? No. Okay. That's fine. That Pandas, NumPy, Skitlearn, those count. Okay. Built neural networks from NumPy. Good. Performance, Python, SQL, NBA. Wait, NBA. Oh yeah, NBA player statistics. Okay, but this does use it. Honestly, your biggest issue is this doesn't really tell me much. NFI keywords such as leading a 3-point field game. So yeah, there's a couple of essentially redundant sentences that I don't need because these are what I'm looking for. Now I will say in the first half of the resume, which is good, is I did find NumPy, I did find Python, and I did find SQL, which I think should actually probably be here. And I found a little bit of AI, and did I find data visualization? Yeah, because it just says it right here, which is fine. So there's some good ones, and I can see why you're moving forward. Okay, here it is. Yeah, going to first place. That's fine. Organized teams, collaborated, Python, R, SQL. I'm just missing some of these. I'm missing more modeling. Like, right? I'm saying modeling. I see model. Okay, that counts. I'm missing the visualization tools themselves, like Tableau. Did you say you did it here, but you didn't tell me how? I really do want to see Tableau, Hadoop, Spark, Cassandra. I want to see... Sorry, my dog is tearing up my green screen for some reason. Bear, what are you doing? Stop. I want to see hypothesis testing, experimental design. Overall, like I said, I can see why you're moving forward. You're just missing a couple of stuff, right? Especially because in this, I really don't see much I need. And I really want your first project to showcase everything. Like, if anything, I think you should move this to the bottom because this is actually one of your more impressive ones, and then keep this here for the AI. So, yeah, I'm just look, I'm missing this stuff in here. Actually, you cannot see it because I'm missing your skill section in the bullet points. Skill sections don't really matter as much. So, minor formatting issues, which they are minor. This is still very legible because, remember, formatting is degrees of bad, and bullet points are worse typically than formatting. So I can see you have a couple. I just need more keywords. And truthfully, what I would do is I would sort of make a data scientist and a data analyst resume, and because they're slightly, like I said, different keywords. So overall, I can see, I think this is a C, and I am actually think I'm correct in why this is a C as well. So, but I think we can move this up to a B+, which will get you more, because it's still hard to get your first job after college. That's always a nightmare. So let's move on to the next resume. All right, Pup Tech Dragon, welcome to the chat. Let's see. I came into a new job, and 3/4 of the team went to other jobs by 3 months. That's not good. I picked up the responsibility successfully while getting little oversight. How do I frame this? I was told not to mention it due to team leaving, but it's an amazing bullet point. Okay. Don't put it on your LinkedIn. Put it on your resume. Ideally, your current company... What are you trying to bite? Sorry, Bear's like over here in the corner for some reason. What are you doing, bud? Hi. I know. Your current company should not see your resume unless you're applying internally. So on your LinkedIn, you want to leave this out, but you can just say, I wouldn't say necessarily that 3/4 of the team left, but I would say, how do you frame this? What do you do specifically? Because that'll help. If a person doesn't have work experience in the industry they want to go into, and instead put objective projects above work experience in the resume, is this valued as less? A person making experience in their CS project, or an intern or project less valuable? So it's, if you have the experience, work experience trumps projects. But if you don't, that's okay. You can put projects above. It really depends on your thing. Also, thank you for telling me I'm a resource. Okay, you're DevOps. Cool. So you do whatever. All right. I would frame that, and this is a tough one, because one thing you don't want to ever do is ever badmouth your current company. I don't care if they're the worst company in the world. If they punch you in the face every time you enter the office, you never want to badmouth them publicly. You tell that with your friends. Also, I really hope they're not punching you in the face every time you enter the office. But, so, 3/4 left. I picked up oversight. Okay, so, within 3 months of starting this position, the responsibilities of they all got promoted. Okay, that's better. Within 3 months of starting this position, I took on the responsibilities of X, Y, and Z as they were promoted. I successfully... this is a tough one. Just not at my team. Okay. Within 3 months of starting this position, I was exceeding expectations to the point that they let me have the responsibilities of X, Y, and Z, so those team members could move to other projects. I think this is how you phrase it. Which is, within 3 months of starting the position, I was exceeding expectations to the point that they let me have the responsibilities of X, Y, and Z, so those team members could be moved to other projects. That might be how I write that. If you're applying internally, that's rough, but I think that sort of gives a no blame, is that you did so well, they were able to take off the responsibilities of others. So that's how I would vote for it. In fact, I actually placed somebody like that, which is they wanted 2 senior positions, and I'm like, look, this is a nightmare of a search. I understand what you're looking for. Give this person a shot. You may have to lower the responsibilities a little bit, but I think you're going to like what you find. And they say, okay, because they trust me. They're like, all right, Lee, I'll trust you. That person did so well. The other senior position, they moved to junior because they were taking on that much responsibility. So... also, again, welcome Pup Tech Dragon. So, yeah, that is how I would write that, because this is not recruiting. This is a general corporate thing. Never badmouth anybody of your previous employee. Doesn't matter how vile they were. Never badmouth them. All right, that's like corporate number 101 or 102. Just don't do it. Don't ever do it. Because they're going to think, well, if they badmouth this person, they're going to badmouth us. So even if they're horrible, even if they're like, yeah, they performed human sacrifices regularly, and they, that I'm not into human sacrifices. You would have to phrase it somewhere. Nope, don't start this video. I'm categorizing it. So, what the heck is going on here? Hold on, I'm having issues with my videos. 72.1, 71.2, which is what? Hold on. No, that's not doing it. There we go. Computers. All right, there we go. Hide the row. Is putting company location as remote red flags give a bad impression? The company I work for is in another country, but I sometimes meet with my boss in the U.S., so I guess I could technically say U.S. If you're looking for jobs in the U.S., it's good. If you're looking for jobs outside of the U.S., it might not be good. There is a thing where a lot of U.S. companies don't treat any work experience that's not in the US is legit. So if you're applying in the US, then yes. If you're not applying in the US, I wouldn't, because I don't think you need to do that. Again, I'd have to remember a lot of stuff, but arguably that's the case. So I have to answer this real quick. I do not have any open positions at this time that would fit you. Somebody asked me for a job, and I'm like, I can't help you with that, unfortunately. So let me give them my little thing about the streaming thing. Because unless you're a radiologist, an X-ray radiologist that's certified with AARRT or AARRT, or a nurse in a very specific area, I cannot get you a direct job now. So, unfortunately, because I just don't. So, if I'm applying in the U.S., I should say remote or the U.S. state. Blah, 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 blah. My mind is not working on this one. You need to show that you're in the U.S. You need to show that you worked in the U.S. So, yes, I would put maybe the state and then put remote maybe. But as long as it shows that you were reporting to people in the U.S., basically, if somebody asked you about that in the job description, like in the interview, you would have to respond. So that's kind of the thing. Like, assume they asked you that in the interview. How would you phrase that? Because you don't want to lie. So we'd be like, yeah, well, I was technically working outside the U.S., but I reported to a U.S. company. In fact, maybe you could even say that as far as reported to the U.S. office in X and Y, so that they know you were directly reporting to it. So that is sort of the thing. So, all right, brain, I did that task. What are we doing? What are we? Who are we? Who am I? This is oh boy, I am a software engineer who doesn't have any quantitative trying to break into quant. Oh, crud. Why must you give me quant? I don't know the quant. Okay. This person is looking for quantitative developer positions. Oh no, you live in the US. The company is headquartered. Oh, then put where you live in the US. Sorry, yeah, if you live in the US, the company is headquartered in another country, then yes. Okay, put it in the US where you live. Put the state where you live, right? Just put the state where you live. If you live in Kentucky, put Kentucky. That'll give a better thing. And then they're gonna ask, like, yeah, my head office was technically my home. Technically, they reported to a company outside the United States, but our branch office was in X and Y. So and that was really confusing to put on a resume, so I just put Kentucky where I lived, or Kentucky remote or something, you know? So that is how I would do that. Okay, let's see. This is a quantitative developer. Is that the heck? Is that not the right? Okay, let's do quantitative analyst. That is data analyst, research analyst. I'm not sure I can really find quantitative that easily, because it's like quantitative. Is it just developer, quantitative, or I say quantitative and analyst or developer? I hope I spelled that right. Did I spell analyst right? Okay, I did. See if that works. Because this is showing full stack, and this is kind of a nightmare to search for, because it's not. Yeah, okay, I have to just look for quantitative analyst, research and developer. All right, quantitative developer is just a CS developer working in finance. That's it? It's just a C++ person in finance? That's, well, all right. No, but this one says Python. And then Rust. I don't know. Oh, gosh. How do I do quantitative analyst? quantitative, and they wanted specifically developer or analyst. So, okay. I hate IT terms. They are the bane of my existence. I had to say, I'm looking for celery. Like, I'm looking for celery in a resume. The stuff in the Linux is used for C, Python, Rust. Okay, so Python, pandas, Jupyter. Well, I'll do this just like I do any others. I'll just have to search for it. Pandas. Also, I will be right back. Need to use the restroom real quick. We have an ad, so I'll head off as soon as the ad comes. Just to do that. Let's see. Rust. Let's see. Quantitative, mathematical. Quantitative, mathematical. Mathematical. Okay. Bachelor's plus modeling. Yeah, aptitude, quantitative, analytical, outside the box. Finance, actuarial. Oh boy, actuarials. All right, love, you got it. Let me finish this resume because I'm like already halfway through it, and then I will skip the line on yours. All right, so it'll be after this coming resume. Just because I already did this. C, SQL, Power BI, and this will be after an ad. So maybe like 10 minutes, and then cloud. Man, this is so. I need to keep. Quantitative. I hate saying quantitative. All right, quantitative. I don't like math, y'all. I don't like math. Math is mean. Math doesn't like me, and I don't like math. Alright, looks like I'm finding it. Ethereum. Seems like crypto thing primarily. Python, R. Yeah, let's sharp. HF, trading, finance. Okay. Same, very, yeah, good. Math be mad. I know like math. Trading, finance I already have. I think this is good. What's that ad? I don't want to... Did it already go? Did I not even, like, look at it? Pre-roll is all... I guess the ad already went? Okay, I guess I missed it and the ad already came. That's fine. I can do this. Okay. They're from London. All right, I should have looked for that. But whatever. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm way off. I didn't even realize it. That's where my mind is. CPAP was not working last night. I woke up like every 2 hours. All right, well, sorry about that, y'all. Let's look at this one. This is for a quantitative analyst. So hard for me to say. So what we're going to be looking for is Python, Pandas, Rust, maybe C as well, or C#, C++. Quantitative, just the word. Mathematical, like Adventure Time. Finance, the word finance. SQL, Power BI. Cloud, Excel, and trading. So I believe those are the ones we're looking for. Again, not really done any quantitative analyst positions, so their ratio is 100 to 1, which is not good. They say they're trying to break into quant, so that sort of makes sense because they're a junior developer that's trying to break into it. So let's see if they at least meet some of the things. I cannot speak. Quantitative is such a hard word to say, and it throws me off. So formatting wise, this is kind of all over the place, which I do not like. So it's almost my format, but it has these lines here under like education and experience, which makes it harder to read. And especially if you're doing a very, very keyword based resume, you want it to be clear. So please use my formatting. There's a reason I have it. But let's look at the actual stuff. So Python is one, C++ is one, Azure is good. Ensuring robust performance, automated website testing, that's fine. If improve efficiency, I don't care about. Optimize SQL, okay. Migrated to enhancing. Developed a MATLAB, biometric improvement scanner, finance. Okay, so again, this is a fine developer resume, but I'm missing the math. I'm missing the mathematical stuff, right? Like, this is a high math-based, finance-based resume that you need, and I don't see that. It's also very hard to read because everything is so crunched up together. Like, there's a reason there's spaces between this. This is hard to read. But AutoCAD algorithm, okay. See, normally you want your work experience above the projects, but I'm going to assume that you're not knowledgeable about quant and you've done the projects with it. So, see, sporting book, it's a second military regular training. Yeah, this is a case where you want your education, you want your experience below the projects, because your projects are actually the ones that really show it. This is masters. This could fit into 2 lines, I think. You still do want... Yeah, I think this could fit into 2 lines. So, an applicant side ATS. You made an ATS. I was not expecting to see that. All right. Jobs React Python Go, leverage locate Python. AS automation. Again, my issue with this. Okay, here's what. This certificate should be up top. In fact, I think this should be you need your cert above this. So this should be 3 lines and your cert should be at the very top of it. Because you're trying to transition into a different industry slightly. And what we are looking for here is going to be this stuff. So the quantitative certificate is going to help. It's very likely that people are not going to go all the way down here to even see this. So this cert, just this alone, should be up top over here above this. This should be in 3 lines. The first one should be the quant cert. Then it should be the University of Warwick and Masters of Engineering. Then it should be the mathematics one. Then you need to switch the projects. And here's also my issue with this is the only thing I really found for a project is here. The only thing I was looking for is enhancing market and analysis accuracy. So, and trading systems, because what they want is trading. I know you're trying to switch, so you're going to be light on it, but we really do need more on the finance math side, right? Like, it's good to have the Python. It's good to have the cloud, which you have. It's good to have the SQL, the Power BI. But I need Excel, because this is more of a math-based thing, and it's more for finance institutions-ish. So where's, like, actuarial stuff or, anything like that? I'm missing the math. This would pass as a software developer, although the formatting's off, but you're not looking for that type of position. So I don't think I could move forward with you. If I could, it's specifically because this certification, which I know is getting a little bit cut off. But yeah, that's where I really need it, is I need to see that one. And it's okay to put the projects ahead of experience if you're looking to transition one. So could I move forward with this? I'm going to lean towards no, but I haven't really recruited for any quantitative analyst positions before, so maybe I can move forward specifically because you have the cert, but I cannot guarantee it. So that's all I can do for this one. It's a formatting issue and a bullet point issue. Yeah, that's all I can say is I'm missing the quant stuff. And it's a formatting issue. So let's move to the next resume. The first bullet almost looks like 2 bullets in one. It kind of does. Also, this is why I don't like the formatting. It's so scrunched together. I mentioned jobs of less than a year as a red flag. What about a contract role? Do these guys the same? So this is a bit complicated, and I wish it wasn't. There is a thing among hiring managers, if they see a large amount of contracts, they are going to assume you do not want to go to a full-time position. So it's very tough to convince them if you have only contracts. If you have a contract, that's fine. But in addition, a lot of contracts get extended. So it depends on how many contracts you have. Because it does look like a red flag if you have like multiple 3 to 6 month contracts, which I think is not good, but that's a hiring manager thing, and I've very rarely convinced them of that, unfortunately. All right, Love, you said yours was the admin assistant, correct? That you submitted on the 5th? Let me make sure this is not... hold on, I gotta put this into I Love PDFs real quick. Okay, I see. So should we specify that it was a contract role? It's hard because this is going to depend on the overall flow. If you have a contract role, then yes, specify it. If you have like 13 contract roles, I would sort of bunch them together. So if you had like, say, let's say if you have one contract role, right? That's fine. Contract, whatever, 6 months, 7 months, that's fine. I know everything about that spelled wrong, but whatever, dyslexic. But if you had multiple contracts, what you should do is say, like, let's say you have 5 contracts, is combine them. So you could put like software engineer, and then so 2022 to 2025, and then put the month, obviously, month. I'm not going to fix the formatting, but y'all know how the formatting is supposed to go. And then the first bullet point is going to be essentially worked on various contracts such as X, Y, Z, that, where I did X. So yes, Buggy, you are basically correct. Is say you have your own company, that is what you would do. Is you would write it just for the months you worked there, and maybe combine them if they're the same job title. So it's not laws. Like, you're not breaking a law if you lie on your resume, but if they find out you did it, you are going to lose the position. So, but this is how I would write it. It's because once you're in the interview, it's okay. I found that a lot of the cases, there are things that are red flags on resumes that are not red flags on interviews. And I think this is one of them. I mean, like, if you just put it on your resume, but you don't actually have an LLC. I mean, if you worked a bunch of contracts, you still had your own company. You can just put it there, right? Just software engineer at X. It's fine. Or freelance jobs at X. And then you combine them so they know. I hope that made sense, Firebrand. That's actually something that artists do too, so that's a lot more common in the art industry, because it's like, you know, they do a bunch of contracts, and it's really kind of difficult to get full-time work as a like full-time job stuff. All right, let me go to this. This was 72.2, so let me fix this real quick, and then I'll get to your resume. 72.2. Okay, let me make sure this is not, you didn't accidentally dox yourself. So give me a, what did I add? No, I did the LinkedIn, then this is the right button. So let me just do this. Generic person, okay, perfect. All right, that's good. Also, give me like 1 minute and I will be right back. Did you, by any chance, remember the keywords that I was looking for? So that you can we can do them real quick. 72.2. Just so you can type them in chat, so we don't have to redo all of this, Love. If not, I can still do it. I just, you know, beneficial. But yeah, I will be right back. Give me like 1 minute. and back. MS Office Zoom team, the management works under pressure. Okay, cool. Red flags, Firebrand, you said, is it a red flag if someone moves company after 1 year? No. It's so, wow. It's really an issue if you have multiple companies, right? Like, look, if you have one company after a year, it's fine. If you have like 3 of them, then it can become an issue. So that is one of them. Also, I'm gonna put scheduling on here as well. I think scheduling is one. So yeah, it's primarily, it's not an issue if you have one job. It's an issue if you have like 3 of them. That's a problem in place. I've only been here, but I've been looking for a new job for now because of a bait and switch. Ooh. Yeah, like Buggy, if it's your only job, it's okay, right? Super fun not saying that during interviews. No, I mean, you could say something like, you know, I really like my coworkers. I really like my boss. Unfortunately, the role as described once I started had to be changed, and that's not really the type of work that I am looking for. So I'm looking for other places. That is a polite way of saying it was a bait and switch. So, like, you can say that. It's just like, yeah, originally the role they hired me for, its duties changed, and it's not duties I'm particularly excited about. So I really am looking more to go back into X. So what's a rule of thumb for minimum length? Was planning to switch companies to get raises after every year or so. 1.5 years, I think, is solid. It's really going to depend on the industry, right? Like recruiters are weird. If you've been there for a year, you're gold. In fact, if you've been there for more than a year, it counts like 3 years. But on average, for most, 1.5 years, 1.5 years is about solid, because you don't want to have, if you ever have the amount of jobs equal to your work experience, it's a job hopper. So 1.5 years is, I think, solid. All right, there we go. This is good. Not available, 75. Okay, cool. So, love, let's do this. It sounds funny to say out loud. Love, let's do this. All right. Let me look at 1 or 2 others just to see if we're going to miss anything. So this is admin assistant, which I do know this is what you're looking for. Not looking for quantitative analyst. Admin assistant. Okay. So does it seem like as big red flag people graduated within the past few years to do multiple 1-year jobs? It again, this is the whole, right? It's not, you cannot look at this in a vacuum. You have to look at everything. So as a general rule, 1.5 years is solid. Like if you have look, if you are at a job for 4 months and then you're at your next job for 3 years, that's fine. They cancel each other out. So it's the whole, right? It's the whole thing. If it looks like you've been at jobs for less than 1.5 years at each, you may be considered a job hopper. So that's why I like to say more jobs than years of experience. But like if you've had 1 or 2 1-year jobs and then a couple of 3-year jobs, you're fine. So it's, you know, everything. All right, Love, are you here? Just double checking. I just want to make sure customer service is good. Customer service, okay. Time management, yep. Office, strong interpersonal customer. We do have customer focus. Problem solving, proactive with Trump. We have multitasking. We have Microsoft Office suites. Let's do real estate admin, and this one may require some specific knowledge of real estate. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Fire. New York Manager Plus. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do admin assistant for Foster's. This demonstrates experience of travel man. Actually, this one I do want to add. I knew I was forgetting something, and this one is specifically, which is I don't know what diary is. That's not right. But travel management, if you're going for more executive assistance, that's big. So calendar and travel management is going to be big for at high level. Took a 10-minute break from work to get this feedback. Got it. All right, let's go. Sorry about that. Let me do it right now. So you're ready? Just all right. Let me speed through this. Let's go to the resume. Generic person. I'm gonna start. Sorry about that. All right, let's go. This is for an administrative assistant. So what we're going to be looking for as an admin assistant is MS Office. This includes Word, Excel, also maybe Google Suites can be the same, PDFs, that kind of thing, Outlook. Then we're going to be looking for Zoom, Teams, customer service. Multitasking is huge. Time management is also huge, which kind of goes together with multitasking. Works well under pressure, and this is the last one is going to be sort of specifically to like executive assistants, is going to be scheduling and travel management and calendar management. So let's look to see if this meets it. So I think the formatting is, again, I think the formatting can be a little bit better here, but it's not huge because, again, this is easy to read. You do know professional experience, everything else. So there's like too much bolding, but that's fine. Registration. This should be italicized to get. This should be one and italicized, but it should be italicized. But conducted registration workflows on brand new and established patient using Epic healthcare software, adding a 5-minute turnaround time for completion. Perfect. Let's say what I would like is a little bit more. This is a good sentence, I want to be clear, but I want a little bit more. Conducted registration workflows on brand new and established patients, which included documenting their X, Y, and Z. So like phone number, social, extra, using Epic. That's the only thing I want is what that included, because that's a good way to shoot in like that you've intaked information. Corrected conflicts with patient data using Microsoft Office. Perfect. And maintained a 95% or better accuracy score. Good. You know what? You may just want to put above 95% accuracy score. No ad. Go away, ad. Sorry. So, use Cisco WebEx telephone to make and receive phone calls with patients, insurance company as colleagues, spanning 45 consultation. Verified insurance using one source database as well as insurance. Collaborated with documents to trouble issues. This is solid. Ran bi-weekly, monthly call to control points to confirm. Okay. So, this is solid. What I am missing, this should be like your third bullet point, by the way. What I am missing a little bit is customer service, right? A huge thing. As an admin assistant, you are probably going to be one of the first people that the customer sees, or client, or whatever. So I do need to know a little bit more about that, a little bit more about the customer service, but otherwise this is solid. So then we can do this, which is used internal management to process inbound inmates, process all coming bail using acronym-based database. Okay, sworn on inmate privacy. This should be probably a little higher. Verified and updated inmate data. Perfect. Conducted jury orientation. So yeah, I want a little bit more about multitasking, which this doesn't necessarily read that you've multitasked a lot, but I think you're really only missing multitasking and customer service. And then if specifically you're going for executive assistance, then we do want something of the scheduling and travel management and calendar management. Although again, this is really only for executive level or like legal people. If you're not executive level, the scheduling is not as important. So yeah, overall solid. I need to see customer service and multitasking, but it's much better than the last one, and I remember that. So yeah, I just need to see, and this is why, like, conducted registration works with brand new established patients. You could even put here like via the phone. Let's see, use customer service. I just need a little bit more, and I'm not really sure where to add it. I know that's not helpful, but I am missing, and I think people in the chat can say there's a little bit about multitasking, but I really do need more about customer service and multitasking. So like even here you could add it, right? Is conducted registration workflows on new and established patients, where I took down their information, input into the system, kept them engaged through customer service, and blank, averaging a 5-minute turnaround for completion, that kind of thing. So I think you could really just do it here, which I just need a little bit more there. So in fact, I think that probably is your sentence. So yeah, a little bit more customer service, a little bit fixing up of the formatting, and a little bit more of the multitasking, and I think you're gold. So that is probably it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. People in my chat are also commenting, so I'm trying to read that as well, but I think that's good. This will pass more. We need a little bit more, which is the multitasking and the customer service, but overall this is much, much better than your last one. So let's go to the next resume. So yeah, again, solid. I think we, like Buggy said, we can have a little bit more here, and this is how I would probably do this. So instead of that, I would do, let's see, performed intakes on new and established. We can just say on customers. That was, I don't know that number. Performed intakes on customers, which included included like age, weight, insurance, while keeping them engaged with customer service. And in fact, you don't even need to. Here's actually why is we can have this as the sentence, right, with customer service, or performed multiple intakes on, performed intakes on multiple customers simultaneously, assuming that's true. I don't want to lie for you, but like this, customer simultaneously, which is related while keeping them engaged with customer service. And then in your next bullet point, which you can then add, which is, or even the third, you can use this as a third one, which is instead of the Cisco one, Cisco's okay. But then in the next bullet point, you can do, let's see, average intake time was X, but after I did Y, the average lowered the average intake time from X to Y, right? So lower the average intake time from X minutes to Z minutes. So these are two solid sentences. I don't know if they're true. You do need to make sure they're true. And then that already handles customer service and multitasking. And then this should still be your second one. I do think this should be your second one. So, does that make sense? I got a voicemail. I just need to make sure it's not important. So, it's transcribing. Okay, is this important? No, just tell me what it is. Okay, hold on. Ugh. Insurance. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I think that's good. Again, you have some minor formatting errors, but it's not huge. And then double check for accuracy. I don't know if you need to do pause here, but this should be solid. So like that alone will get you interviews. Like they may not even read down here, but overall solid. So yeah, good job. Much better. And then we can get you a better position that hopefully pays more, because I assume that is why you're looking. So this is, what the heck? This is 72.2 KISS FM. 72.2 M. Okay, and then I can just do that. Is there anything else you need from this resume? You know what? We're skipping this ad. No ad. Go away, ad. We're snoozing you. Great as always, just stopping by. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Alvin. Alvin? Yes. I didn't catch the second jobs critique. There wasn't a ton. I think just this should be up higher. Really, I think this should be your second bullet point, and maybe you can combine one or two of these. I think it's a little too long. Yeah, it's just this one, right? Outlook, Word, should be up higher. I really think it just should be up top. So, this is inbound inmates in county jail. Process all incoming bail payments. So yeah, that's probably it. Like, if anything, I'm normally a fan of a summary, but you could. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one could even be the first. Have you used any AI recruiting tools? I have not. Technically, I've used Factory Fix, which has some AI, but then I was told that it wasn't actually AI. It was people outside the U.S. doing it for different wages. So, I don't know if that's actually was AI or people in the Philippines. So, not sure which for that one. It's been a while, so. There's a lot of recruiters in the Philippines, by the way. I've worked with some phenomenal people. People do not treat them well, and I think it sucks. Like, they treat them very poorly. And I'm like, these are people. So, don't treat them bad just because they're outside the U.S. Artificial intelligence. Yeah, that might be it. I think it was Factory 6. Yeah, it was offshore. I think it was. I never used it, really. Yeah, I think it was that. I don't want to... This is not a fact. This is, I believe so, if memory serves. Yeah, no worries, love. So, again, saying no worries, love, is... I'm not going to get used to that. All right, we've got, I think, one more resume, maybe, on the docket for today. Which is... maybe more than that. We have an intern. Another software engineer intern. So basic tech stack, I'm going to be doing like language, library, SQL, cloud. There we go. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to skip enough ads. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. We're going to have more ads than I thought. We're going to have one. This is at least going to be the last ad of the stream. Hot take, AI has ruined LinkedIn. I don't know if LinkedIn's posting feature has ever been useful. I'll be honest. So, it seems like most post is AI, yeah. The paused bachelor's degree, I was on the fence of including it. I wouldn't keep it on there unless you had like one unit to go. I wouldn't keep it on there. I don't think it's needed. But like, look, as a recruiter, right? I don't use the posting function like at all. This is the stuff I use, which is LinkedIn, the more premium version. But yeah, so if I'm pursuing a certificate, cybersecurity isn't even worth including. Only put the college thing to illustrate. I don't think it's worth including unless it's directly related to the job. So if you were like, in fact, if anything, including a cybersecurity will probably be a red flag because they're going to assume that you are going to leave them once you get it. So I would not include a cybersecurity one. So that is, as a recruiter, the challenges I face, getting positions. That is a weakness I have as an external agent, which is finding new clients. I'm good at finding them finding the people, but in this market, it's those who can get new clients that are leading the way. So that is my biggest issue, is getting clients. Is it going to hurt me if it just shows my high school diploma? I think it's okay. Like, I think it's okay to just put it because not a lot of them really needed a full-on degree, right? In fact, if you look for a bunch, why are these all the same? Okay, these are skips. Let's see, if virtual part-time data entry operator, high school diploma or equivalent, administrative clerk, no degree, admin assistant for biostate, preferred but not required. So yeah, you're fine. I wouldn't show it because it's preferred but it's not required, and a lot of them it's fine. So you don't need to. You don't need to worry about that. Not usually, Alvin. If they have more than 100 people, it's probably not worth applying. But if it's easy apply, yeah. That's why you really want to do, and this is the secret, you go to this, and then you do most recent. So that it shows the most recent positions. That's why you need to do that, so that you can actually click on it, right? Because this was 5 minutes ago, nobody's applied. Admin assistant, 6 minutes ago, one person's applied. And I want to be clear, this person has not applied. They have clicked the apply button. I doubt they have gone through the ATS. So that is how you want to do it. Also, LinkedIn will keep putting it back to, oh, I don't know if y'all can actually see that. There is a most relevant section, which is beside it. It will keep switching it back to most relevant, so you're going to have to keep clicking most recent. I hate that fact, but it is needed. So that is how you do that. And then let's see, did I get that transcribe? So that is how you do that. Always do most recent. Because ATSs sort you in the order you applied. That is the order that most of them do, is the order you applied in. So the faster you apply, the better. That's also why I don't think you should remake your resume for every role. You do it once or twice at the beginning of your search for a couple of job postings, and then you use those to apply. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the order you applied. That's it. I will say Taleo once messed up and did in fact do it based on last name order, but that was fixed. So, and that was a glitch. But yes, it's always in the order you apply. Like, you may have some Mavericks that do it, but the 99% of them are going to be the order you apply. So the faster, the better. Or if it's reposted. If it's reposted, apply again, no matter what it says. Yep, first come, first serve. Move, sir. Ah! Dog, your toy nearly took me out. Dog, why? Ow. Trying to knock me out, man. So proud, too. Proud that he nearly took me out with this toy. I stepped on it, nearly collapsed. But yeah, first come, first serve, like Love said. That is why I say you should not tailor your resume for every job, is because by the time you tailor it, you could have a couple of people that get the interview ahead of you. And it'll drive you insane. So that's why I tell people to make a couple of resumes at the start of their search. Because, look, this was posted a week ago. You're fine, right? You can tailor it to this one, but it's still going to take time. But even if you don't tailor it, they still... Okay, this is a bad description. Let's look at this one. Even if you don't tailor it, it's still going to require the current stuff that is right there, right? Like, this is not the job I used to get these, but it's going to require Microsoft Office suites, communication, time management, which I have, customer service, and multitask. So you can use this resume to apply for this job, which you probably don't want to because it's easy to apply and there's already too many, but that's why you don't need to redo it. So It's just a waste of time, and it can hurt you. What kind of dog? It's a bear. That dog. Bear, come here. Come on. You're not getting a treat. You're getting pets, though. He is a pit bull, a golden retriever mixed with a pit bull, I think. So he's half golden, half pit. Or a half lab, half pit. I can't remember which. I think he's half golden, half pit. But it might be lab. So, yes, I know. That's your giant toy over there that's supposed to be a llama. I know what it looks like, but that's supposed to be a llama. And you hold it up, it looks that. So no comments on it, because I know what it actually looks like. But it's supposed to be a llama. Yes, you can sit on my foot. But I can't bend over and pet you like this, bear. That's not how I can do it. So, a great dog. Yes, he is. I love my little boy. He's my old man. So, and he is sitting on my foot, which is a lot because he is 100 pounds, which is a healthy weight for him. Okay, I think that's good already. What did they say about this resume? I applied to 25 October with a mediocre resume and completely rewrote it in January. I applied to another 30 using my new resume. Feel free to anonymize anything else if needed or send me an email. Okay. I don't think I need to anonymize anything. Okay. So I know. I love you. I have to do this resume. I cannot keep petting you. Yes, I know. All right. This is a resume of a software engineer intern. So what we're going to be looking for as a software engineer intern is that. Basic knowledge of the tech stack. We're really talking about primary language, a library, SQL, cloud, maybe API. That's kind of really all we're going to be looking for, at least if it's a bachelor's intern. And then we're going to be looking for the ability to work well with others or takes direction and criticism, which if you have previous internship experience, those can actually kind of count. So this person said they have applied to 20 to 25 internships from October to December, which is the worst jobs of the year. There's like nothing during that time of the year. And then they also rewrote it and applied to another 30 using their new resume. So I will say, you're going to probably have to apply to a lot. You're really going to have to apply to like 40, 50 jobs a week. Internships are competitive and you need to be early and quick. It is actually a nightmare to get an internship. So let's see if you have these things at least. And, you know, that way you have a better shot. So California State University, this is too long. You should really be able to fit this into probably one line, truthfully. Keep the GPA and the dean's list. I'd say 2 lines because you can keep the dean's list. That's good. So 2 lines max. Then we have pro bono data analyst. So work on meta analyst to be submitted to neuroscience program. Taught Java. Okay, this is solid, which is taught Java to 15 students 3 times a week. Inspected, debug Java. Okay. Collaborated with research. Yeah, these are not good bullet points. Here's my problem. I have to go all the way down here. Here we go. All the way down here to find good bullet points. So hold on a second. If you want to see a star internship, let's ignore the sound real quick. The star internship is in one of the videos I posted. I think you will definitely want. It's the one with Adam Smasher. So I'm gonna pull that up for you real quick so I can like show you what it looks like because I don't have it on hand. But it is episode 68 of this. Has phenomenal bullet points. So it's Adam Smasher of episode 68. I would recommend you do that because these bullet points are not great. They're kind of anemic. Which again, I think I'm using that word right. They're not a lot, right? Like I need to see the what, which is your keyword and qualification. I need to see the how, which is how you used it. I need to see the why. And right now, I can see the what here, the what here, the what here, and nothing else really. I don't see the how or the why. And again, I also need to show that you've worked well with others, which I think this is okay. But we're not looking for leadership. We're looking for someone to say, hey, I'm going to call you Bob. Hey, Bob, your code is bad. Here's how you fix it. And they want to make sure that you won't go like, Hulk mode, and flip the table. So that's what they really want to know. This is fine. Like, this is actually a good bullet point for that, which is work with the team to facilitate the sale of dozens of properties. But I need more. How did you work with him? Did you talk about, did they critique you? Did they say, yo, how you doing? I don't know. But yeah, I need more. I don't think this resume would fly. I mean, this is truthfully very solid. Like, I actually really do like this. Although, admittedly, I'm missing the primary languages. So maybe you did it with just Node, but I also need to see JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and TypeScript. So this resume would probably not fly. I don't think you're going to get a lot of stuff with this. Your bullet points are the main issue. So look at episode 68 for Adam Smasher's resume. That is how you write some phenomenal bullet points for interns. I think that was for internships, but again, I need more. I need the what, the how, and the why. And I don't have that. You just said Java. You just said CI/CD, RESTful API, and Node. And that's kind of it. And I do need more. I actually need more of the coding stuff from that. And I need how you work together and took criticism. I need you to expand on it, right? That's what I need. I need a little bit more. The competition is fierce. So, and you're going to need more than just 20, 30 resumes. You're going to need to do more than that per week. It is competitive. Very, very, very competitive. So, that is all I can say on this resume. Let's move on to the next one. All right, 72-3. So does anybody have any last minute questions for me? Because I think that is going to be the last resume of the stream. Hang on. I want to raid somebody else that's very beneficial to me and others. So we're going to raid. But if anybody has any last questions they want specifically beforehand, let me know. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. We are going to raid another channel. So again, do not leave. I want to do this. It is fun. People like it, and it is how to help me out for free. So let's see. We're going to end the music real quick. And let's go to a raid. Who are we going to raid? Hopefully I know them and I can vet them. Let's see. People I am following, because that is how I want to do that. Let's see. We've got a larval cloud. I don't even know what that means. What is a larval cloud? We did NHA codes yesterday. We did Sia Griffin last week as well. Let's do, we did her. She's cool. Who is it? This. Let's do this guy. Let's do a C# game developer person. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let's raid Adam Learns Live. He is cool. I think he's learning how to do video games stuff. Godot. But yeah, thank you. I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST. So let's raid him, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It's always good to raid. Helps out other streamers. Thank you very much, and I will see you later. And away we go.